morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Miss.
Last meeting, we talked about modern mathematics, including the pattern of nature, and more information about math. I also told you to study our lesson because I'll be having an oral recitation. So I guess you are all ready for our oral recitation, since I already reminded you about this one. So, let's start with Dave Fortunado. What is modern mathematics and pattern of nature?
The question are, how can we define the word modern mathematics and patterns in nature? First, modern mathematics approaches things differently. It primarily studies structures whose interactions have certain patterns. For instance, it turns out the geometric properties needed to build calculus and can be boiled down to a metric and a space with certain properties. So now, we need to go to the patterns in nature. Patterns in nature are visible regularities of form found in the natural world.
Since Mr. Fortunado is talking about pattern of nature, Miss Shahani, here is your question. What is patterns when it comes to mathematics?
A pattern is a repeated arrangement of numbers, forms, colors, and other elements in mathematics. Any form of event or object can be linked to the pattern. Math patterns are repeating sequence based on a rule, and the rule is predetermined method of calculating or solving a problem. Patterns are found in nature, like flower shows fractal patterns which are self-similar across different scales. This means that zooming in the lens into the object's digital image does not provide the specific of a new view but just the same as the original image. Nature patterns include symmetries, trees, spiral, meander, waves, foams, tessellations, cracks, and stripes.
Thank you, Miss Shahani. Next, Miss Taiko. What is fractals?
What is fractals?
Fractals is a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across the different scale. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over in an ongoing feedback loop. An example of fractals in nature are snowflakes, trees, branching, lightning, and ferns.
Well said, Miss Taiko. Mr. Dennis, I would like to inform you that this is not a canteen and this is not the time to eat.
Sorry, ma'am.
Since you are trying hard to catch my attention, here is your question. What is symmetry?
Symmetry is a mirror image. A shape is said to be symmetry if it can be divided into two or more identical pieces which are placed in an organized way. For example, when you are told to cut a heart from a piece of paper, you simply fold the paper, draw one half of the heart at a fold and cut it out to find that the other half exactly match the first half. The heart carved out is an example of symmetry, same as well as the butterfly's wings.
Okay. Next, Miss Horio, what is tessellation?
So, tessellation, it is when a geometric shape is repeated over and over again, covering a plane without any gaps or overlaps. So, it results in a tessellation. In mathematics, tessellation can be generalized to higher dimensions and a variety of geometries.
Thank you, Miss Horio.
Good morning, miss. I'm sorry I'm late.
Since you are late, meaning to say you studied this lesson well, So here is your question. What is sphere in mathematics?
Sphere.
In a geometric sphere in a three-dimensional solid figure which is a round shape. From a mathematical perspective, it is a combination of a set point connected with a common point at an equal distance in three dimensions. Some example of a sphere include basketball, a softball ball, a tennis ball, etc. And that's all.
Okay, next is Mr. Gaylord. What is a spiral? And cite some examples of it.
Spiral pattern.
Okay, ma'am. A spiral pattern is a curved pattern that focuses on a center point and a series of circular shapes that revolve around it. Examples of spiral patterns are pine cones, pineapples, and hurricanes. That's all, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Gaylord. Next is Mr. Sergi. Tell me more about mathematics.
More information about math.
Greetings to everyone. Modern mathematics also played a vital role in our architecture, because in architecture there's geometry, algebra, and trigonometry. These three things play a crucial role in architectural design. Math forms to plan the blueprint or in the initial sketch designs. They also calculate the probability of issues that construction team could run into as they bring the design vision to life in a three-dimensional or what we call the perspective drawing.
Very good, Sergi. Okay, class, thank you for your cooperation. I'm glad that you answered my questions correctly. I know some of you here are not expecting the mathematics subject, but I just want you to know that mathematics is so important to us as a student and as a person. That's why, and that's the reason it became part of our curriculum. So that's all for today. Goodbye and thank you.
And now, let's proceed to our trivia. Number 1 question. Who is the father of modern mathematics? René Descartes.
And number 2 question. Numbers are everywhere in our daily lives. Is it true or false? Answer. True.
Number 3 question. Did you know that 4 is the only number that has the same number of its meaning?